The following podcast is a part of RadioMisfits.com. And now it's time for the Mr. Nailsin Show.
Well, I had quite the health scare this week, and looks like this is something that's going to be with me for quite a while, as I don't quite understand what happened. So didn't get to do everything I intended to do for the show. Did tape quite a bit of stuff in advance, so there'll be videos for the next, 3 days. And after that, I don't know. But I did get at least 2 segments done for Mr. Nailsin Show with Bear and Void and Nailsin News. There was supposed to be at least 2 more, but I wasn't all that into the stories to begin with. They weren't that great, I didn't think. So that's the situation, and sorry about that. And hopefully can do more of a show next time around. Because I got October coming, and of course, I like to make a big deal about that, and get back to the cruise, and wanted to do a Halloween special, and that might not be in the cards. I just don't know at the moment. So anyway, that's the explanation for the scant material for this particular episode, and the possibility of there might be some gaps in the future. So anyway, take care, and hope you enjoy what I put together for you in this one.
This is a Nailsin News Bulletin. Equestrian in alleged murder for hire plot was sex crazed. Slept her way through polo club, eventually targeting rich men. Hello, I'm Mr. Nailsin. Tatiana Remley, 42, is currently being held at a San Diego jail following her arrest for solicitation of murder against her husband, Mark Remley. A far cry from the glitzy life of high-fashion parties and polo matches, where she is said to have schemed to meet both men and women romantically. She started with the polo players, and pretty soon started targeting the rich men, a former friend who wanted to remain anonymous said. She was sex crazed, and several of the guys had their way with her. When you have a body like that, it attracts attention. Tatiana was doing pretty naughty things, and had a girlfriend, too. And she was getting away with it. Former friends who have known Remley, who has pleaded not guilty to the charges against her for years, said the buxom beauty didn't talk much about her past, but said she was Russian and had a background in dressage, a highly specialized form of horse riding and equine display. She was nice, really friendly, and sociable to everybody, said a friend. Remley's stunning looks and love for horses got her into the exclusive world of polo, Prince Harry's favorite sport. In San Diego, where she quickly started dating around and had numerous sexual relationships with guys and women before settling on future husband Mark. Mark was definitely whipped by her, and that was obvious, and she was determined to get the things she wanted, said a friend. Mark was just getting out of a divorce when he met Emily, and they hit it off instantly. The pretty blonde was fun-loving and seemed to love Mark a lot, and they soon became inseparable. The two both had children from previous marriages, and friends said Mark helped pay for lawyers' fees while Rimley attempted to gain custody of her two children. I always wondered how she got someone like Mark, said a former acquaintance, who also wanted to remain anonymous, saying they feared repercussions from Rimley. Everyone who would be honest thinks she was very, very lucky. Pals said Rimley was at times manic and became depressed after losing custody of her children after a tumultuous custody battle. Mark tried to ease her pain by giving her whatever she wanted. One of those requests, which friends say were more like demands, was to produce Valatar, a show Rimley hoped would rival the popular equestrian acrobatic show Cavalia. The plan was to bring the show to Del Mar, California, before the more popular Cavalia came to town and steal its audience. It's like Cirque du Soleil with horses, Rimley told a reporter in 2012. But Valatar was an epic failure. Even before it began, ticket sales did not come as the Rimleys hoped, and employees, including riders, acrobats, and set builders, were not paid. Mark Rimley eventually had to file for bankruptcy in December 2012 for the corporation he formed to oversee Valatar. They had no clue what they were doing about anything, said Valatar director Eric Martinovich. They weren't horse people, and they weren't show people. After the epic collapse of Valatar, the couple ran off to Hawaii, where they laid low. After a few years, Rimley wanted to come back to San Diego and had the idea to start her own polo team. Some friends balked at the idea as they knew she was not a strong rider, an essential skill in the oftentimes dangerous sport of polo. Rimley convinced her husband to fork up thousands of dollars to buy 5 horses. Then she called on old friends to help her form the team, which she wanted to lead. I knew she wasn't a very good rider, but she thought she was a superstar, said another friend. The Rimleys managed to get a group of solid polo players together and made their debut at the San Diego Polo Club in August 2015. However, within a few minutes of the first match, Rimley fell off her horse and broke her arm. Although the Rimleys team lost, friends said they celebrated with champagne after the match. But just like Valatar, the couple's hopes for their polo team also folded. One day, Tatiana Rimley just decided she no longer wanted to be involved in polo and sold off all the horses. Despite another financial hit, friends said Mark continued to support his wife and showered her with new trailers, trucks, and even a Rolls Royce. Their lavish ranch in Del Mar, San Diego also had other animals, and Tatiana Rimley doted on her goats and parrots. Around April, Tatiana Rimley told acquaintances about their plans to go to Wellington, Florida, where the National Polo Center is located. But things then went downhill between the pair. Tatiana filed for divorce and claimed her husband and his friends came into their home in the dead of night and threatened her. They forced entry into my bedroom and held me at gunpoint, Tatiana said in her declaration. I was raped by one of his friends, who also told me that he planned on killing me. This all happened while Mark watched and laughed, allowing his friends to proceed. They went to break my expensive horse statue in the yard and put the head of the horse in my bed, Godfather style. Rimley also claimed her husband had a cocaine addiction and was prone to violent outbursts because of mental illness. However, friends who spent time with the couple don't buy Rimley's claims. They said they were both into cigars and vodka, but never saw Mark doing drugs. Mark even doted on his wife, but all that stopped when she approached their mutual friend about her murder for hire plot. The shocked husband then went to law enforcement, who set up their own sting operation against Rimley at a Starbucks on Loma Santa Fe Drive. She also allegedly brought 3 firearms at a down payment when she met the undercover detective posing as a hitman. She provided detailed information on how she wanted her husband killed and his body disposed. Former friends in the polo circuit who knew the couple were in shock, but also said they were not surprised by Remley's alleged actions. I was surprised that she would be that brutal, but I know a couple of guys who played with her, and they said she was an icy bitch. Well, it's all very sad, but no matter what you do, all the king's men and all the king's horses could never satisfy a psycho bitch. This has been a Nailsin News Bulletin. You're listening to the Mr. Nailsin Show here on RadioMisfits.com. Hey, you want some more Nailsin stuff? Well, who doesn't?
Well, sometimes I don't.
Well, no one cares what you think, Lefty.
That's not true.
Anyway, if you want some more Nailsin stuff, you head over to the Nailsin ratings.
That's ratings. Ratings.
I know how to say it. You head over to the NailsinRatings.locals.com. There's all kind of extra goodies and Nailsin stuff there.
That's right, Red. There's all kind of artwork and all kind of audio stories that he posts there and stuff. And then links to his YouTube videos and those other nasty video platforms like right-wing places like Rumble, which you should never watch. You can just get it at YouTube, so don't even bother with that.
You can do whatever you want.
Oh, yeah, they need direction.
No, they don't. They're adults. They'll decide for themselves.
Shut up, Red, damn it. But there's also, like his artwork and stuff. And then there's this poor man Mystery Science Theater treatment of old public domain movies of the sci-fi and horror genre. You can check that out.
Yeah, but you gotta be a super supporter then and subscribe. And you do that and you help out old Mr. Nailsin to bring you more stuff of his Nailsin, stuff.
Well, yeah, that's okay. That's good enough, I guess.
You're damn right. So head over to NailsinRatings.locals.com.
Well, you almost lost it there.
Shut up, Lefty.
So anyway, there you go, folks. Head over to NailsinRatings.locals.com and get yourself some more Nailsin goodies.
And now it's time for the adventures of the Baron Boy.
All right, now listen, as I said, if you don't come out, we're going in.
Yeah, but how we gonna get in there? I mean, look, there's a couple of windows. Maybe if we can get up there, but there ain't no door.
We got the technology that gave us. It's supposed to get through the special shielding it's got.
Yeah, I wonder how's that work exactly. I don't know. That's not my department, but it looks like they're not responding. So we're just gonna go ahead and crank this thing up. Now we're all supposed to stand right here with these belts on. Well, wait a minute. Why we gotta wear belts? Do I look like a scientist? No, I don't. So these are the instructions. And, what's it gonna, I mean, we're gonna blow a hole through the wall and walk in? Is that how that works? Well, it says we'll be transported inside. Huh. How's that gonna work? Wait a minute. That's like that movie of that man who, he could zap himself from one cube to another, but then a fly got in it, and he came out looking like the fried chicken skin, and his jaw fell off. That's just a movie. This is like the science. Or some shit, I don't know. Anyway, we're out of time. They were supposed to come out and give up this lighthouse. I don't know why they just call it the tower. I mean, it's just a lot. Whatever. Anyway, we're going to look. Hey, what?
they're lighting up the top there. That might mean something. Well, they've had enough time. Let's fire this thing up we'll just see what happens, you know? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this is one of those where what's the worst that could happen? Well, what happens if the worst does happen? Then we'll know. I mean, I ain't standing here all day. I'm firing this thing up. Oh, man, these steps go on forever.
No, not forever, Cliff. Only a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of little bit for me, you know.
Wait a minute. What's that sound?
Huh? Oh, it must be them outside.
Oh, no. They're trying to penetrate the tower.
Again? All right, double time.
We're almost to the basement.
Oh, man. Oh, God. I think I'm going to Oh, damn it. Oh, God. I think we're inside it. We're inside the tower. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it worked. Wait a minute. How do we get back in?
Here we are, the basement.
Thank God.
Who the hell? Damn it, shit. That must be the ones we're here to get. Put your hands in the air and don't move, or, you know the drill, damn it.
Oh, Cliff, you zapped them off their feet. Wow, Cliff, I didn't know you had your hands on an electro gun.
Yeah, well, I made a little visit to the weapons room earlier, figuring it might come in handy, and considering we were being invaded, turns out I was right.
Well, good thinking, Cliff. Now follow me into the basement. We must make haste before they awake.
Yeah, but first Lola and I need to take care of their weapons.
Yeah, we might also want to cuff them to the pipes here. What's happening to them?
I don't know. They're all lit up and glow. They're gone.
Oh, well, it looked like they were wearing recall belts.
Recall belts?
Yes, that's in the case of teleportation procedures. It's a safety feature, so that if need be, you can always have contact with your point of departure, so that you can be teleported back, which in their case would be just outside. I suppose when you zapped him with the electro gun, it triggered that feature. Well, then I guess the problem solved itself.
For once. Nice when that happens.
Please, Lola, come down quickly. I found it.
All right, Biddy, let's see what we got down here. Oh, jeez. Man. Boy, this place could use with a little cleanup, huh?
Oh, well, yes. Whenever Papa gets tired of something, he just, stores it down below here. Out of sight, out of mind. Is that an Egyptian sarcophagus?
Yeah. Right next to the, I'm no expert, of course, but, it looks like a parked flying saucer.
Oh, goody. It is now fully charged. We're good to go.
The flying saucer?
Flying saucer.
I'm no expert, but it looks pretty dead to me.
Oh, no, Cliff. I mean the Teleport-A-Potty. Oh, that's right. She did mention the Teleport-A... Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Why? What? What the hell is this?
Well, it is the Teleport-A-Potty.
Biddy, that's an outhouse.
Oh, Teleport-A-Potty.
What? No, potty? I thought she was saying like teleport-a-body, or something.
Oh no. Portable facilities have the perfect dimensions to house the teleportation chamber technology. I mean, I just thought everyone knew that. Uh-huh.
How does that, couldn't they have just built a box to the same measurements?
I think it was part of saving time. And of course, that's what the keepers are all about, saving time. There, the door is open. In we go.
A magic outhouse. Sure, why not?
Oh, Count, back so soon?
It appears, Baron, that your friends have successfully expelled the officers from the tower.
Had to go, Biddy. Oh, really, Baron? You know my plan is the only course to correct the predicament we find ourselves in. We wouldn't be here if it hadn't been for your foolishness with the hyperverse. That doesn't matter now.
Baron, you know we have to resolve this. And since your friends are denying me your tower, well, now it all falls to you, doesn't it? And there is no other course.
No, that's not exactly true. What? Oh, no. Blazes is that?
That's the air raid alarm. A bombing run is on the way.
Bombing run?
It's the Trojans. They've launched their attack against the United States of Atlantis sooner than I expected.
Oh no, will Biddy and friends arrive in time to save the Baron, or will all be destroyed in an air raid? Find out in the next exciting episode of Baron Boy.
You have been listening to Baron Boy. Written, produced, and performed by me, Douglas Nailsin. Music comes courtesy of Kevin MacLeod and other public domain sources. The views and opinions expressed during the Mr. Nailsin Show do not necessarily reflect those held by RadioMisfits.com. So, any complaints and or comments should be sent to @Mr. Nailsin on Twitter, where they will be promptly ignored and or blocked.
I put some lube on and got him on his knees, and I began to slide into him from behind. I pulled out of him and kissed him while he masturbated. He asked me to turn over while he slipped a condom on himself. This was my ass, and I was struggling to imagine someone inside me. He got on top and slowly inserted himself into me. It was the worst pain I think I have ever felt in my life. Eventually, I felt a mix of pleasure with the pain.